Welcome back to Gamer's Graveyard, and this is the Underworld. But this isn't just any regular rendition of the Underworld. This is a realm where skateboarding is the ultimate act of defiance, a sin beyond sin, and you, a skater made of glass and pain, must shred your way through 7 levels of surreal, geometric hell in quest of devouring delicious moons. Yes, your ultimate goal is to eat moons so you might once again gain possession of your soul. Skate Story is not just another skateboarding game. It's a descent into an ethereal, neon-shaded underworld where tricks deal damage and break the fabric of reality. A place where steezy combos feel like a necessary, beautiful act of defiance. Developed by Sam Eng, this title promises a unique blend of challenging, physics-based skating mechanics wrapped in a dreamlike, almost unsettling aesthetic. In a genre of mostly stale, repetitive skating games, let's explore how well Skate Story delivers on atmospheric skating and unconventional narrative. The central gameplay loop revolves around traversing levels, mastering specific, often intricate trick sequences, and collecting prizes necessary for progression. The environment itself acts as a complex puzzle, requiring players to chain together manuals, grinds, and flips to navigate gaps and overcome obstacles. This game adopts a deliberately tactile approach. Tricks are executed through precise, often rhythm-based inputs, demanding a high level of commitment and timing. The physics engine is loose yet grounded, allowing for satisfying speed and flow once mastered. However, failure will be frequent, and landing a complex trick feels earned. The learning curve isn't necessarily steep, it's more of a slight curve that encourages persistence and practice. The world structure is less open world and more segmented, with distinct areas offering unique challenges and environmental hazards. Successful completion of sections often unlocks new moves or areas, giving the sense of a genuine skater's journey, where skill acquisition is the key to unlocking the world. Many areas feature dedicated challenges that test precision and chaining, which can sometimes feel a little rigid, but ultimately serve to hone the player's skills for the more demanding later levels. Far and away, the art design in Skate Story is the thing that stands out the most, and truly distinguishes itself through its striking visual design. The game employs a bold, low-poly aesthetic bathed in a mesmerizing palette of deep blues, purples, reds, and neon accents. This style is a unique take on the underworld, creating an atmosphere that is more alien and strangely serene than a terrifyingly evil land of horror and despair. The protagonist, a literal glass demon, is a visual marvel, shattering and reforming upon bales. A constant reminder of the fragility and pain inherent in the act of skating. The minimalist geometry, often stark and angular, serves to highlight the skater's movements, making every line and every trick stand out against the cosmic void. The audio tracks complement the visuals with a hypnotic, often trippy soundtrack that blends ambient electronic sounds with a satisfying scrape of board on concrete. The sound of a perfectly landed trick is a deeply gratifying auditory cue. I would almost compare the music to Tame Impala, almost, as there is no truly replicating that style, but you get the point. The environments are sparsely populated but rich in implied narrative, using geometric shapes and ethereal lighting to suggest a deep, melancholic lore without relying on lengthy exposition. The Underworld is also home to some very oddball characters that you will encounter on your travels. Now, some people might find the atmosphere to be a little bit overwhelming and maybe a bit too flashy, but personally, I'm a big fan of it. I think it's the focal point of this game, and it really sells it for me personally. At this point in my gaming life, I really enjoy it when a game is able to deliver a fresh experience. It's not every day you see a game like this in a genre like this. Although personally, I have never been huge into skateboarding games, I can always appreciate when a game is fun and the vibes are there. A Skate Story feels like it was made with genuine passion and creativity, where the latest skate game feels like a bland attempt at better monetizing a beloved skating title. that at this point heavily relies on nostalgia from over a decade ago. But this isn't a review on EA's Skate. I just wanted to compare this title to another recent skating title, and to be honest, there aren't many, so props to the dev, Sam Ang, for really trying to go outside the box in a genre where it doesn't feel like there is much of anything new you can do with it. Ultimately, Skate Story is a challenging, poetic, rewarding, and undeniably beautiful indie experience. It demands patience and precision in exchange for an unparalleled sense of flow. The vibes in this game are immaculate, curated through a blend of ethereal music and stimulating visuals. It's a meditative journey through pain and glass, where the ultimate reward is the execution of a perfect line. Priced at $20 and available on PC, PS5, and Switch 2, Skate Story is a must-play for fans of unconventional indie games, those who love skateboarding, and even those who don't necessarily love skateboarding. For me personally, this game was too unique to pass up. I highly recommend it.